Hi, this is IK, continues from previous video. Here is a RESTful API. RESTful API. There is a hypertext transfer protocol and some project. Here is a project post one. A RESTful API. When we spoke about API, it means one application communicate with other application. In this situation, our React application, communicate with some endpoint. We see endpoint because we don't know, does it web server or any server, database server. It is endpoint, project endpoint. And that project endpoint in RESTful, also it is RESTful design to communicate, is always there is a hypertext transfer protocol. But project must not be on web server. It don't mean that our web browser communicate with web browser, with web server. No, our API of React application, and because React application is closed in client in web browser, client API, we can say it, client API, it is what we see, axios.get and this endpoint. Client API communicate by RESTful architecture, communicate by RESTful API of endpoint. RESTful, this is RESTful and API of endpoint. And that endpoint can be anywhere on any kind of server. It is important. And communication is for data, get data concretely. And can be, you will see later, delete data or put data, it means update, it is method, get, delete, put, and post. It is CRUD, create, read, update, delete. And we use RESTful architecture, RESTful API of endpoint. It is concretely here. And our browser now communicate with that endpoint RESTful API, because here it is hypertext transfer protocol. RESTful always is use hypertext transfer protocol, but we must differentiate hypertext transfer protocol with browser call web browser, Chrome, etc., call web server and received entire page. Here, RESTful, here our client browser, web browser, client, our application React, API RESTful, request through API RESTful, request data, only data. Here it is, only this, request only this, not entire page. When we spoke about API, we think on communicate some, get and communicate with data. API is communication between application, but again, RESTful use hypertext transfer protocol, but it is different because in that address there is a project. It is not .html, or it is part post one in our example. It is not .js, .html, and it means that we don't know what kind of server deploy our project. Here is a web address of service. What I take mock server, and you can take free mock server also. And here is the easiest way to mock REST, REST API. The easiest way to mock. And when you get started and you take your free mock server, you will receive you will receive address like here is like mine here. Yeah, you will request endpoint address of endpoint. Here it is like this one, and concretely I have array. It would be one empty array, and with your application you communicate, you add new post, etc., delete, update, get. RESTful API is get, update. We use it for usually use it, and we use it in here in our React application for get data, update. It means put data, post data, and delete data. All about that in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.